It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Raiders coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carr now on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Carr completes it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course,
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Got a man. It's Amari Rodgers complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. Now, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. 5 yards remain on second down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to Jones, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Carr to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 128 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. There's Rodgers now on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this down to the 35.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, Jones. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this book. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers leads to Dillon on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Packers.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Packers now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Draw play. Dillon trucks over him. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a run with Dillon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Powers, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Carr. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. 20. 10.
Get off the field.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw his Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. To be fairly clear, by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Sliding out of the pocket, and that's incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. A nice little juke. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Dillon now off the option. Oh, he bowls over him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second and long. Carr. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, watch the slant.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
51 to Mike, 51.
On second down, here's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Bulldozes past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Love with a give to Dillon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff to Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side with Dillon. Runs over it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here's Rodgers now on the jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Come on, fellas.
An excellent run there coming from that line.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Dillon. Pushes him over. Oh, a second dosage. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Let's go, D. Big series
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually